We've all heard the terms "not for the faint-hearted" or "I'm going to die of a broken heart." But what exactly are we talking about when we mention the heart? What is the organ, and why is it so important? The heart, along with many other organs, works to maintain stability in our body, which is vital to life. This past semester, I had the opportunity to take an anatomy and physiology class, and at the beginning, I thought that the cardiovascular system, or heart and blood vessels, would be something that I was really interested in, and it turns out that I was. And so today, I want to take a few minutes to explain and present useful information about the heart, along with the effect that a healthy lifestyle can have on the cardiovascular system. To begin, I would like to show you some of the basic parts of the heart, because the anatomy and physiology of the heart both play a large role in understanding how to stay healthy. So here I have a picture provided by the textbook Essentials of Human Anatomy and Physiology, and most of the information I'll be presenting today, unless otherwise stated, is also from the textbook Essentials of Anatomy and Physiology. And so here you can see we have the human heart, and here is the right atrium, and then this is called the right ventricle. This is the left atrium and the left ventricle. You have your aorta and the pulmonary artery, along with the superior and inferior vena cava. And the reason that the left and rights are switched is because when you're talking about a human organ, you talk about it as if it were inside of you. And so we have three circulatory systems. The first one is your pulmonary, and so that is going to take deoxygenated blood. It's going to be in the right atrium, then it's going to go to the right ventricle. Right ventricle will contract, shoot it up through the pulmonary artery, and that pulmonary artery will take it to the lungs, where gas exchange will occur, and it will become oxygenated, and then that oxygenated blood will flow back up to your heart, and it will go to the left atrium. And then systemic circulation is going to begin when your left ventricle contracts and shoots up that blood through the aorta. And as you can see here, the walls of the left ventricle are a lot thicker, and that's because in pulmonary circulation, the blood just has to go to your lungs. But in systemic circulation, that blood's going to have to go to all of your extremities. And then the next circulatory system we have is your coronary system, and that is just vessels, your coronary arteries. They take blood to your heart, oxygenated blood to your heart, and then after that blood has been deoxygenated, it will be dumped right here back in the right atrium. Next, I'm going to explain how the basic functioning of the cardiovascular system isn't an excluded system. Rather, it works with a lot of other body parts to maintain that stability, and it also affects a lot of other body parts. And so our pulmonary circulation, or the circulation that brings blood to our lungs, is important because pulmonary ventilation or breathing is basically our body's way of getting rid of carbon dioxide. And so if pulmonary ventilation didn't happen, then carbon dioxide would build up in our body, and our blood would become much, much too acidic. And then with coronary circulation, according to Khan Academy, blockage in the coronary arteries can cause a heart attack, and within an hour, the muscle cells begin to die. The longer these cells go without right amounts of oxygen, the more those muscle cells are going to die. And so it's really important that our coronary arteries work correctly. And then with systemic circulation, that's just our blood that is oxygenated going to all of our extremities. And so it's important for our body that it gets oxygenated blood all throughout. And so if the systemic circulation did not work properly, then that would be extremely damaging. Finally, I'd like to show you how being well informed about common heart malfunctions and diseases, along with which ones are preventable, is crucial for motivation to live a healthy lifestyle. And as stated by the American Heart Association's diet and lifestyle recommendations, they tell you that dieting is one of those things that can help prevent some issues with your heart. They say healthy options for your diet are to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. Skinless fish, nuts. It's important to limit your sodium and red meat and to choose a diet that will help you control your weight, your cholesterol, and your blood pressure. Exercise is another thing that is a good way to prevent issues. And according to 8 Steps to a Healthy Heart, the benefits of exercise it decreases your heart rate, your resting heart rate, and it increases blood flow to the muscles, including the heart. It increases your blood vessel size and heart muscle efficiency. And then last but not least, according to 8 Steps also to a Healthy Heart, they say that one of the most devastating things to your body is to smoke, and so they suggest you quit smoking. And the reason is smokers' coronary arteries have smaller openings with less blood flow. And if you add stress to that mix, it can cause total shutdown or a heart attack. Today, I've discussed the cardiovascular system and why it's important to understand. To summarize, the heart is interesting and one of the most important body organs. Taking care of our body and knowing how to do so is profitable. And then to end, a relevant quote by Maya Angelou is, "The human heart tells us that we are all more alike than we are unalike." And I believe that this is true physically as well as emotionally.